What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123 and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of this, the king of the smartphone, the HTC One X. Now just before we start, I'll let you know the price point of the One X. You can actually pick this up off contract for a very reasonable £450 here in the UK, or you can actually get it on contract with Vodafone starting from about £36 a month. So some fantastic deals really for the HTC One X considering the amazing specifications of this particular phone. Now in terms of the design, this phone for me has got the best design, aesthetics, look and build quality of any phone on the market today, even paralleling that of the iPhone 4S. Now the device itself looks to have a slight curve to it, which is fairly similar to the Galaxy Nexus, although that's pretty much where the resemblances end. Now let's take a little look around the hardware itself. Obviously the first thing that jumps out to you is the huge 4.7-inch Super IPS LCD2 display on the front. It's a 720p display and for me is the best display of any smartphone on the market today, including the iPhone 4S. Now some people prefer the AMOLED displays on the Samsung devices, but to me the clarity, the viewing angles, the colour saturation, everything about this display to me makes it the best display that's out there at the moment, and I've been absolutely delighted viewing absolutely anything on it, from web pages to text, from images to movies, right the way through. It gives you the most fantastic viewing experience that you could ever hope for from any kind of smartphone device. Now on the left hand side we've just got the micro USB socket for charging and also connecting the device to your computer to sync it or maybe copy some files on or off the device. On top we've got the 3.5mm headphone jack. We've also got the standby on off button, and we've also got the micro SIM exposure point as well, where we can actually slide that out and put our micro SIM card in. On the other side we've got the volume rocker, which works reasonably well, but to me could have been a bit more kind of precise in terms of the feedback that the button itself gives you. On the bottom we've simply got the microphone, and then on the back we've got that beautiful 8-megapixel camera. Now to me, again, this camera has been absolutely fantastic. The clarity of it, and also the f-stop as well. This comes in with an f-stop of f2.0, meaning you can get some really beautiful depth of field to your photos. Now sometimes they do come out slightly soft and it's actually reasonably difficult to get focused into things that are very close, but other than that both the video and the photo quality have been absolutely immense from the HTC One X on both the rear facing camera and also the 720p HD front facing camera as well. Now in terms of the operating system, this obviously comes with Android version 4, and it also comes with Sense version 4 as well, which sits over the top of it. Now a lot of people absolutely despise HTC's Sense overlay on the Android operating system, but me, I really like it. I love the vibrant colours, I love the kind of over the top transitions, and I just prefer it in general to stock Android, something you might see on the Galaxy Nexus for example. I've been really enjoying using the Sense layer over and above the stock Android operating system, and I love some of the colour schemes and some of the ways in which the items all transition themselves around it. One of the main complaints that I do have with Sense though is the multitasking. Instead of bringing up a whole selection of all of your applications, it literally shows you just one application at a time, and I think that's a bit of a waste of this huge 4.7-inch screen. Other than that, like I say, I've really been impressed with the way that HTC have brought on Sense into this new version 4, and I actually prefer it over and above the stock Android like I said before. Now one thing that a lot of people have had gripes with is the battery life on the HTC One X, and initially when I got it I found it to be absolutely awful. It wasn't even lasting me 6 to 8 hours with a reasonably light usage, but since HTC have pushed out the most recent update, the battery life for me has actually doubled. So now with medium kind of usage I'm literally getting a full day's usage out of this incredible phone. In terms of the performance, which we have to touch upon because this has got 1 GB of RAM and a quad core 1.5 GHz Tegra 3 processor, as you would expect, the performance is absolutely fantastic. Whether you're browsing the web, watching videos, or just simply navigating yourself around the operating system, it really does perform extremely well. And even with the boot time of the phone, you can kind of tell that it's got that extra kick in terms of performance. In terms of my opinion on the HTC One X, I've absolutely loved the HTC One X, and I'll actually be swapping my Samsung Galaxy Nexus for the HTC One X, and I've actually really enjoyed using the Galaxy Nexus, but this is just a little step up from that, and I think that this is by far and away the best Android device that's on the market today. Obviously we've got the Samsung Galaxy S3 coming out shortly, and I will definitely be doing some direct comparisons between this and the Samsung Galaxy S3. But the S3 is really going to have to pull out a whole bunch of stops to beat this amazing phone, the HTC One X. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching my review. Please do hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.